Hello. Hi, I fixed it. Rock on. Okay. Okie dokie. So, hi, it's Andrea Dancing Star, and we're gonna do the we're gonna do tarot, we're gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna brush my hair. I just cut my hair. I've cut my hair 2 times in the past week. And I hope I did a better job this time than I did the last time. Because the last time it was just not great. We'll see. Just wanting long layers is what I want. So while everybody's jumping in, while everybody is being notified, oh, I can turn my phone off. There we go. While all that's going on, while we're waiting, I'm just going to brush my hair. Hello, Kelly. How are you? I tried to do long layers, but I think I need thinning shears. So I'll have to go buy some and then probably cut my hair again. I mean, if anything, I can just do a ponytail, or I could just cut it all off. I've thought about doing that. I've thought about getting I was really wanting more. See, I think this is where the thinning shears is going to come into play. I feel like I need thinning shears to do that motion. But we'll see. We'll see what it looks like when it's dry. If anything, I've been thinking about getting a pixie haircut, or just a really kind of like a swing bob. Yeah. Because my hair's kind of it got thin after they put me on this medication, Effexor, which is the devil, and it made my hair fall out. Nobody told me anything about it. And then the doctor, when I told her, I was like, my hair's falling out. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 hairs in the shower. It was clumps of hair in the shower. And she was like, are you sure? And I was just like, don't gaslight me, bitch. Doctors kind of irritate me because, they go to school for a long time, so they think they're basically like God, the majority of them. And then they think that patients are just stupid. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me vent just now. Is that what it is? An A-line? Is that what that is? I haven't worn my glasses in 3 days, so I can barely see this text. I'm going to go get my glasses. So much better. It's called an A-line. Rock on. Okay, and I can see now. Love it. At work, I can't see very good, but it's not that bad. Sometimes there's things you don't really want to see there, so it's fine. My coworker's like, how do you get to work? And it was just muscle memory. I can see colors. I can see if the light's red or green. No, it is actually, my vision is that bad, but I don't know. It's just been I don't like my glasses. That's why. I don't like them. I feel like they cover up my face, and I feel like they don't accentuate my face. And then they're always getting sweaty and foggy, and they're falling down my nose, and they're just such a hassle. I'm thinking of I think I'm going to try and do contacts, but I've never worn contacts before, and I am incredibly blind. So, yeah, see this chunk right here, I think this is where, we'll see. I like having an A-line because then you have long and short hair. You could still wear pigtails and ponytails. I like that. So how has your week been, Kelly? How has your week been? How was your weekend? It's Sunday. Has Mercury retrograde been treating you well? You want contacts too? Have you ever worn them? I've worn contacts for fun, but I've never worn them to like see. Meh, on the weekend. I feel that. I mean, I work on the weekends. They scheduled me, they changed my schedule and they had me scheduled to work today. And I was like, I have plans and you can't just tell me that the day before. No. So I switched with a coworker and I'm going to go to work Tuesday, make up my hours. Okay, well, if you do get contacts, you need to make sure and let me know. And then I will tell you my experience and we can become like new contact buddies. I'm gonna try to get into this Discord that I started and share the screen. Oh well, there's no friends. That's kind of lame. There's no friends. Okay, once we get some more people in, are you serious? I just see that down underneath the Discord. Hello, Devaya. How are you? Welcome in. A Camaro sounds amazing. What color? Oh, with the glasses. I just don't do makeup. Every now and then I'll wear mascara. I've worn makeup 2 times in the last year and 6 months to work. And everybody's like, oh my gosh. Hello, Beth Happy Joy. How are you? Well, so I've never. Okay, let me. Well, oh, never mind. I just realized that I can share this live directly from this live to social media. It shows how much I. Okay. Share. What's it doing? Why will it not give me the opportunity? Are y'all seeing anything? Oh, maybe because I don't have anything pulled up. That's why. Share. Okay. Well, hello? Now it's all frozen. Oh man, of course, Mercury retrograde. Did it freeze up for y'all too? Career reading, hello. Yes, we can definitely do that. It's working well. Okay. I tried to like share the screen so that y'all could see this Discord. Because I literally know nothing about Discord, but it kind of froze up. And did y'all see a Discord screen? I love just reading that, Beth Happy Joy. You are not frozen. That's fun. Maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll do a little bit of tarot and then we can get maybe then I can do some screen sharing. My phone, not my phone, my laptop has been on the charger all day, so should have good charge. And I slept until noon, so I have good charge. I ended up staying at work like 2 hours after my shift was over yesterday. I guess that means my shift wasn't over, but it was a good week at work though. But yeah, so in the last live we were talking about possible like doing a possible live stream where we just kind of communicate about different things going on in the world. Hello, baby love dragon. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're all here. And we're glad that you're here too. But I was thinking for a topic for the first one, and also I was thinking, so we were like, what are we going to call this like, it's kind of like a video podcast, I guess. I mean, I guess if I explored options for a podcast, I could make it a podcast, but that's many things. The first thing I was thinking that we could talk about is the name of it. So Alexander had said Aquarius Coffee Talk, which I like the it's like ACT, which is awesome, ACT. But then also I was thinking, I made a list. I went to the thesaurus and I looked up like all these different words that kind of encapsulate and embody Aquarius energy. And I wrote them down, and I didn't really use any of them, but I came up with also fill your cup. Kind of cool, because it's kind of like fill your cup, you know, let's get some knowledge, let's get some wisdom. It's totally debatable. I take suggestions if you want to give them. Hello, Sunshine. How are you? Welcome. Have you been here before? Oh, thank you so much, Sunshine. It is. Well, it's very good. We're all happy. We have food. We have shelter. We got water, clean water. We're good. We woke up. Well, welcome, Sunshine. I'm glad you're here. But I was thinking what we could talk about for one of the first things, like topics, because I feel like we could probably get really ADD and go all over, and we may still do that, and that's fine. But I was thinking, so are visitors from outer space extraterrestrials actually extraterrestrials, or are they just human beings from the like far future that are coming back to try to talk to us? Pretty good topic, I think. Or they could be both. But that's my idea for our just talking, Aquarius talks. And if you have suggestions, tell me about them. Tell me about them. I think my email address is in my channel description, like bio type thing. So you can email me, or you can like leave a message in the chat, or you can also reply to one of the posts. I will get it. But if it's allowed to ask a question, I mean, it's totally allowed to ask anything. It's totally allowed to do anything. I mean, if you have a question, ask it. I need to do, I already have one request for a career reading, and I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I wish I could hear you. But I do owe. Okay, cool. I kind of thought we would like to talk about ETs. I kind of thought we would, so. But there's this story about, it's called Wingmakers Project, and it was kind of like hard to find any information because apparently like the CIA got involved and all of that jazz. But it's centered around Chaco Canyon, which is on Navajo Reservation, so it's very close to here. It's one of my favorite stories. But some of the communications that they found that's related to that story, the Wingmakers, was they said that they're just, human beings from the future. And I was just thinking, because, there's all these declassifications going on, and there's also a whole lot of AI. So, that's another element that we have to add onto our speculations. Okay, would like to ask if Anissa in a healthy relationship with Nasir, please. We're best friends for many years. We had a fallout, and she rushed to marry him. So she's married to him? Okay, I can ask. I mean, I hope she's happy because she's married to him. But yeah, I can totally ask that. Jiao. Like Jiao? Like with a J? Jiao? I'm sorry if I butchered that. And I feel like I've talked to you one other time, and I feel like I had equally as hard of a time to say it the last time. And you were incredibly kind. Okay. Jiao. Okay, cool. So Jiao has a question about career. So we're gonna accomplish that one first. And then I can totally ask about Anissa. And then interdimensional. So one quick question about that is interdimensional not extraterrestrial? I guess extraterrestrial. Okay, that would just be like a different dimension that exists here on this plane. Am I right? So yeah, there is a difference. I mean, there's definitely a lot of things. There could be all of the things. What got me thinking about it, though, is apparently there was like a bunch of UFO sightings, a glowing object above the Dome of the Rock. Oh, yes. Yes, I know about the star people. That's one of the cool things about living here. It's definitely one of the cool things about living here. One of the downsides about that, though, is that I'm white. So, sometimes I just exist and put people, like a bad taste in people's mouth just by the color of me. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. There is extraterrestrial is just outside of planet Earth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, I have a cat hair in my mouth. Well, I believe that they're all legit. I definitely believe that they are all legit. And I most definitely believe that Native Americans know what they know is completely accurate. Like above anybody else, above any scientist or anything. I believe that Native Americans know. They know. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to ask Joe, wanting to know a career reading for Joe, please. One more time. Career reading for Joe. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Three of Cups kind of like bounced off my thumb and went far off to the left. Let's see what other, the World on the bottom of the deck for that. Let's see what else comes out. Face down, Queen of Swords reversed, Aquarius energy, Death reversed. Career for Joe. Okay, and the Hanged Man. And Three of Wands. Okay. So, they do, Kelly. You're right. The natives do know. Yes. I wholeheartedly, never a doubt in my mind did they know. Oh, it does keep freezing. Mine kind of seemed like it just glitched. But it was freezing for me earlier. Is anybody else experiencing freezing in the middle of summer? But definitely let me know. And it's very possible that I could just, it's completely possible that I could just restart this if everybody else is having glitching issues. Maybe it's because I'm talking about extraterrestrials and interdimensional beings. Okay, Kelly, I can totally do general. So, okay, the cards for gel. So the Three of Cups kind of hit my thumb and went way off to the left. And the left is the side of the spirit, the side of dreams. It's not the side of like action. And it's a happy card. It's a very happy card. It's got three people. They're having a really great time. And whenever it first flipped out and went to the kind of the left away from me, it kind of seemed like maybe possibly something you're like chasing something. You were chasing something in a career, or maybe you were given a taste of some kind of a fun career, but it wasn't quite like attainable for you. Maybe it's with friends. Maybe it's just, you know, you're really liking what you're doing. It's also, I kind of got the impression you may have lost some kind of really good opportunity where you're really happy with your job. Possibly, again, like I said, with friends. I mean, you could also be a bartender for all I know. The Queen of Swords reversed. So Aquarius energy, but reversed Aquarius energy. She's kind of irrational. You know, she makes decisions a lot based on her emotion and not so much based on what she knows, like intellectually in her mind. So and the world also, back to the Three of Cups, the world was also on the bottom there. So that's like a beginning, a completion of a cycle, a completion of a book, a completion of a chapter, a completion. And then also, because life keeps going, that's a beginning too. So it encompasses all four fixed signs. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and is it Scorpio? I think it's no. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It's the fixed sign of water sign. It's all four water signs, so it's fixed, it's stable, it's sturdy. And then the very last card, like, which would be technically kind of like the near future, if you're going by this 3-card spread that I have out, that would be like the near future is the Hanged Man. So that's it's kind of like some Virgo energy going on. But then we have on the bottom of the deck the Three of Wands. And also the Page of Swords is behind the Three of Wands. So these two, it's interesting because there's the Three of Cups and then there's the Three of Wands. So we have this like theme of three people. Now the Three of Wands is a beginning of something, but it's not quite like the Fool. The Fool has literally nothing except for his excitement and his drive, his imagination. But these people, this kind of represents a group of like three people putting together money. Like they're in a kind of a stable place, and they're in a place where they can move forward. They can kind of pool their money, pool their resources together, and go forward to make one, you know, one singular vision happen. And then the Page of Swords is behind that. So that's obviously like watching, gathering information, gathering research, that kind of thing, looking before action, like wanting to take some action, wanting to start something, but holding off until you know all the things. Now, the Hanged Man, that's kind of like suggesting you're going to need to change your perspective a little bit. There's going to be or something is going to happen to help you change your perspective. Possibly there was something lost, possibly somebody who was not thinking in the right mind, maybe emotionally, stopped some kind of a celebration. Because it's really interesting to me that there's Three of Cups and then we have the Three of Wands. I feel like overall, what I'm going to tell you is that something is you're going to be able to change your perspective in this situation. It seems okay. It seems like, let me clarify the Hanged Man real quick. Can we clarify the Hanged Man? Okay, Four of Wands, kind of sideways. And then look at that. Again, Three of Cups reversed. Okay, so I don't know if you're trying to do something with like a roommate. Because the Four of Wands is like, it could also, it's traditionally, it's a husband and a wife, like a newlyweds. They're moving into their first house together. That's kind of sideways, almost like there's some kind of a living situation that is, you need to figure out some kind of a living situation. in regards to your career. I don't know if you live with someone that you're wanting to start a business with. Should I tell Zhao that this is going to be a good thing? Okay. So, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, I said, should I tell Zhao if this is going to be a good thing? And the devil popped up, stayed in my hand, and looked at me. And then we also had the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So, money going down the drain. So, okay. I'm going to assume that I don't live your life, but you do. So, if this resonates at all, this reading for you, I think you know. Maybe you were hoping something good is happening with a person that you live with. If you were trying to go into business with someone that you live with, or possibly a spouse, I'm going to go ahead and say halt on that. Don't do that, because it looks like that's not really going to be financially beneficial. Also, it's Mercury retrograde, so absolutely don't sign any contracts or make really any big plans, at least until after August 11th. But the moon reversed and the Three of Cups. So the moon reversed with the Three of Cups. So there's all kinds of information that has either come out or is going to be coming out in regards to this. Three of Cups keeps popping up in this reading. There's three. It looks like to me it's not like you're getting a bunch of good surprises in regards to this three. And if you don't know everything about these other two people that are around you in your job sphere, possibly we got the Four of Wands, so it tells me this somehow trickles into the home life sphere. You're going to be finding out more information. And it looks like you're going to be finding out that you're gonna make the best decision on your own. We'll leave it at that. You are going to make the best decision on your own. Okay. It kind of like the cards and the energy of the cards kind of give me, maybe you don't want to believe something about a person or someone that is very close to you. And you're maybe hoping that it's going to turn out for the best, but I feel like you're going to find out that maybe you're going to find some things out. What action should Zhao take? Okay, so that's face down again off to the left-hand side. Hermit reversed on the bottom of the deck. So most definitely, don't just shut everyone out in this situation. Don't just shut everyone out. Make sure, use your power of discernment, in your intuition, your gut feeling, and, allow the good people in your life, the supportive people, the positive people in your life. Don't completely shut away. Okay. An Ace of Wands. You should just not take any action. You should just not take any action, but you should most definitely utilize the people that you can trust in your life. Don't shut them out completely. But there is this really big Hanged Man also in the near future energy where something is going to change your perspective. Like if something hasn't already occurred to help you change your perspective, something will happen to change your perspective. And the cards say, just don't take any action. Just kind of just sit tight, have faith. Because I say have faith in God. I don't know exactly what your religious beliefs are, and I don't want to try to push mine onto anyone at all. And I don't want to disrespect you, but just have faith in the universe, have faith in God, have faith that it's going to work out in the best for you as far as justice goes. And sit tight. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. That was not really my favorite reading. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I tried. I'm sorry. Okay, so on to the next person. Who asked? Let me see. Oh, okay, Sunshine. Sunshine. Okay. Sunshine. You want to know if Anissa is happy. Let's see. Just kind of noticed that all my cats are just like laying down. They're not trying to walk onto the laptop. Okay. So, Sunshine's friend Anissa. Is she happy? Is she happy? Is she happy in her marriage? I'm going to ask, is she happy? And then I'm going to be more specific and ask if she's happy in her marriage. Because that's kind of the thing with tarot. You kind of got to be kind of specific. Got to ask the right question. Is Anissa happy? Is Anissa happy? Is Anissa happy? I don't know. Knight of Swords reverse. Typically when I'm asking yes or no questions, reverse is kind of like no. And then on the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So, those two cards are actually both Gemini cards too, which is kind of interesting. The twins, you know, there's one that's like light, one that's dark. One that's happy, one that's sad. You know, it's like the polar opposites together. It's the twins. They're encapsulated together. There's always that. But the Lovers is upright, so it's kind of like soulmate energy. But then we've got this Knight of Swords reversed, which that would be is someone speaking things that are not true. Kind of in a harsh way. Oh, okay. And then the Devil. So Capricorn energy, unless she's married to a Capricorn. Hi, Deborah. I don't know if I said hi to you. Okay. Hi, Merida. Welcome. Okay, so that was if she's happy. That was if. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to ask that. If you should buy a used Camaro, but let's see if she's happy in her marriage. Let me ask that. That's more specific. Okay, is Anissa happy in her marriage? Is Sunshine's friend Anissa happy in her marriage? Sunshine's friend Anissa happy in her marriage? No, I don't think so. I mean, unfortunately, no, I don't think so. Ten of Swords reversed. She doesn't want something ended, something hardcore ended. really quickly, possibly deceptively, because that guy has 10 swords in his back. So like being stabbed in the back. And he should be dead, but it's like something died, something ended really harshly, and they don't want it to end. They won't let it end. They're not letting go of what is actually not. Kind of like denial. And then the sun reversed. That's most definitely not happy. Most definitely not a happy card. Leo energy. And then, you asked about like they're married, and I just can't help but kind of like see that there's this man and this woman and they're just chained to the devil. So possibly there's like vice. Maybe there are drugs or drinking or some kind of toxic obsessive behavior. I'm just going to all around say, no, I don't think she's happy. I'm sorry. Grace. Hi, Grace. Can you? Okay. Okay. Well, so on the bottom of this, like when the devil card fell out, this is the Eight of Cups. This is like indicative of somebody who walked away from something they put a lot of time and effort into. Like they walked away from, like a family, or they walked away from something that they spent a lot of time putting a lot of love into. She just doesn't want me to hold her. And they wish that they hadn't walked away. The King of Cups reversed is behind the Eight of Cups reversed. So father figure energy, but this is like not really loving father energy. Like this father loves it when everybody loves him, but he doesn't know how to give unconditional love. Hi. She really is. And I love it when she chooses her paw a lot. Oh, I love you, honey. I love you. You're such a beautiful girl. I love you. Thank you. Grace, should Kelly get a Camaro? Yeah? Should she? I love you. Okay. I'm sorry, sunshine. Well, I don't think that she's happy with him. So, which I'm sorry to say, because if she's married to him, that you would really hope that people would just be happy with who they're married to, because they're married to them and it's supposed to be love. I get it. There are like arranged marriages and things like that still occur in 2025, but it's no way to live life, being unhappy with the person who you live with every day. That's no way to live. And then if you being her friend, I'm sure that saddens you. So maybe what you can just know is, I don't know exactly. You said that you fell out with her. Like, I don't know if she just doesn't talk to you. It kind of it sounds like a manipulative relationship, an abusive relationship, if she can't have friends when she's married. But maybe just hold space for her and pray for her. And you can just know that humans make mistakes, and it seems like she probably made a mistake, and you can just be there for her, when she does come to you. Or you could reach out and let her know, like, hey, I'm here. That kind of a thing. We have really epic talks at work about life because it's the psychiatric acute care unit, and a lot of people are incredibly depressed. you know, and they're incredibly intelligent. You're welcome, Sunshine. You're welcome. Of course. Thank you for being here and interacting here and just being part of our amazing family here. Thank you. And thank you for being a good friend to your friend. Um, but yeah, we talk about these really epic things like the point of life, and we get into really, really deep discussions at work at times. And the one kind of like lately that's really stuck out in my mind is life is just really hard. Like in all aspects of it, it's really hard because it was this older gentleman and he was talking about, is it better to have loved than lost than to have loved at all? Because it's always going to end. Everything in life is always going to end. I mean, even we eventually die. So there's always an ending. But that pain of the ending is excruciating. It's excruciating. It's debilitating. Is it worth it? I'm about to ask these cards about your Camaro. I promise you. I just kind of wanted to get them all facing front. Grace is the sweetest. Like, Grace does not want me to hold her ever, but Grace is the only one who does her paw thing like that. And whenever I'm petting her, she loves me to pet her ears, like right by her ears. She loves that. She don't want me to hold her, but she loves it when I pet her ears. And whenever I pet her ears, she like pets my face. She's so sweet. You're exactly right, Baby Love Dragon. I mean, Kelly, I think Baby Love Dragon just told you. One of the nurses that I worked with doesn't work there anymore, but she had a Camaro and it was so fucking cool. It was rad. Yeah. Okay. Should Kelly buy a Camaro? Should Kelly buy a Camaro? Should Kelly buy a Camaro? Should Kelly buy a Camaro tomorrow? I mean, I think so. I think so. Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You know, a little gift of love. The world, completing and beginning. You know, it's an epic card, no matter what. It's like the of something ending that possibly was very strenuous, stressful, took a lot of time out of you, energy, anxiety, possibly, you know, like studying, trying to perform perfectly. And then also it's a beginning, you know, and beginnings are, you know, if it's just beginning, a lot of life and the beginnings that we experience in life turn out how we want them to turn out because that's the energy we put into it. So it kind of, now the very last card, Two of Wands reversed. I feel like this is, when I saw that, I was like, this is going to be kind of like a reward for you and your independence, because this is going to be like the culmination of, it's going to be like the culmination of you with some other person that didn't work out. Like, it's just amazing for your independence. And also the world was on top of the Two of Wands reversed. So I've got two happy, beautiful, love-filled gift cards upright. Yeah, this is going to treat yourself. This is like treating yourself. So yes, buy a Camaro. Buy a Camaro tomorrow. I can. So you just want me to ask like your general situation? Is that correct? Baby Love Dragon. I feel like somebody else, let me look. Merida wants to know. Vroom vroom. I love that. I mean, you'll have to go to the post, or like that I posted today. I'll record another video and post it, but I want to know. I mean, I think it's just fine. Like, what is the year? Because my coworker, the lady I used to work with, the cool thing about the older model vehicles is they're not computerized. So you can do maintenance work. Like, it's very easy to do maintenance work on older vehicles. This is a plus side. It's not all digital. I think go buy it. It's going to be fine. Exactly what I said whenever I said something ends and something begins. Things that begin are going to go the way that we think that they're going to go, because that's the energy and the vibe that we're going to put into it. So think about it as vroom vroom. And that's what it's going to do. Yeah, you can, Merida. Yes, let me do Baby Love Dragon. Just a real quick general card for her general situation, and then I will totally do that for you, Merida. Can you articulate for me in the comments just exactly the question that you want me to ask, so that I get it exactly right? Like, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna kick ass. You're gonna kick ass, Kelly. Well, actually, we're all gonna kick ass, and we do already kick ass currently. Okay. Baby Love Dragon. Baby Love Dragon. Baby Love Dragon. Okay. Can we get a card for Baby Love Dragons? Just general situation. What can we tell Baby Love Dragon? What card do we need to pull? Does Baby Love Dragon need to see for her general situation? General for Baby Love Dragon. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed right here. 7 of Cups. Okay. So, you said a card, and that is a card. Now, I think it's a possibility that you have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of things up in the air. A lot of things that, I mean, and it's of course very Aquarius to have 1,000 things going on at a time. But that fell out just now whenever I just picked this deck up, the Knight of Pentacles. I think it looks like you're worried that you maybe don't have enough money, or that these things are not going to pay off. Like, you're worried that it's not going to work out. And maybe you have a lot of things going on because you're hoping that one of them is going to take off really amazingly. But just also keep in mind that if you have a lot of things, it kind of depletes your energy for each thing when you're trying to divide yourself up to all the things. And also, what you think about, you bring about. And there's an emphasis of like putting all time and effort into something and not reaping what you sow, not getting it back like tenfold. And the Knight of Pentacles, he fell out too from my other deck. So technically it's 2 cards, but it's 1 card from each deck. And the Knight of Pentacles is guaranteed gifts of abundance. Guaranteed gifts of abundance. So it's something rock solid. It's most definite. It's not questionable. You can't break it. You can't lose it. You can't it's going to come to you, but it's not going to come to you tomorrow. You know, it's going to come to you guaranteed in time. So what my personal advice is in your general situation is it's never good to have anxiety or think too much about anything. You know, think about it. If you can't come up with an answer, you know, take a break, try to get your mind to take a break. As an Aquarius, it's like almost impossible to do that. But, you know, try to occupy your mind with something and keep your vibe high, because that is legit. Vibe is legit. Thoughts are legit. Think about how these things will turn out successfully. If you're going to think about them, don't try to steer away from the anxiety part of the money part. Because there will be this gift of abundance, monetary abundance, that is going to come. If you need to, maybe narrow down one of these things. You know, if there's one of these things that you've got going on, one of these dreams that you've got going on that maybe takes time but really pays you the least, or is maybe like your least favorite to do, maybe take it away so you can free up some more energy for the other things. You know, streamline. Does that help? Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Cucumber water. It's the best. It says it's lemonade, but it's my refillable lemonade cup. But it's cucumbers. Okay, so Merida. Let's see. You're welcome, baby left jacket. Thank you. Thank you. You are awesome. You are awesome. And stay happy. Don't try to stay happy. Just do it. Stay positive. Stay happy. Now, Merida's question is, as I am finding difficult to get a new job, if I start in master's degree at sonography, will it be a good choice and possible for me? Thank you, baby love dragon. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. If I start a master degree at sonography, will it be a good choice and possible for me to... Oh, it's okay. So you will have to apply for a loan. Thank you. I'm trying, in my mind, I'm thinking, how am I going to ask this question while I'm shuffling? So is it a good idea for you to choose a master degree in sonography? I mean, that would make you a radiologist, correct? I mean, that means... Or I guess, would it be just, not just, but would it be sonographer? Would it be a good idea to work on the master's degree for sonography from Merida? Would it be a good idea to work on a master's degree in sonography? Okay. Strength reversed and Judgment reversed. I mean, I think that I don't want to say no forever, but it seems like this is so the Strength reversed is kind of like, well, obviously it's not divine strength, it's not upright, so it's not like divinely guided strength, but it also represents feeling like a person who is feeling like weak or like struggling or like they need to force something. So I think that these cards are telling me like right now, I think that you're feeling like you need to force, that you need to do something, and it's forcing it away from what you're really wanting. What action should Merida take in regards to her career? What action should Merida take? Okay, Ace of Cups reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, and then the Five of Swords. Okay, so this goes back to the last live. The Ace of Cups reversed with the Five of Swords reversed. You need to forgive. You need to forgive the betrayal. You need to forgive the betrayal. I feel like if you try to do the master's degree, Judgment reverse, that means that you're gonna go back at some point in time and you're going to say, I wish I hadn't chosen this. I wish I hadn't made this choice. I wish I hadn't made this judgment call. In the Ace of Cups, like apparently, according to the cards, like you really loved what you were doing and you really love what you want to be doing. And it was obviously Five of Swords. That is like some serious deception, betrayal. That is someone telling you something to your face and then talking to other people and telling them a different story and getting everybody all upset so one person can get away with everything. It's a group setting. There's like 5 people there. That is a serious betrayal. The action that you should take, this is what the cards are telling me. Eight of Pentacles, that is literally a job. Is work really hard. Ask yourself out loud, because our brains will do things for us. They'll work on things for us, even when we don't really think that they're doing anything. So literally say out loud so your brain can hear you. What do I need to do to forgive this situation? What do I need to do to let this situation go? What is going to make me feel better? What is going to make me feel like this is a resolved situation? Because I'm really sorry, because this is telling me that this was just like your whole heart. Like you're very, very, very betrayed in this situation, because you really like some people have like a husband or a wife that they love, that opens up a whole new world for them. This was this job for you. You loved so much. So it hurt you so much. I mean, and that makes sense why it's hard to let go. That makes a lot of sense why it's hard to let go. That's what these cards are saying, is really, like really, really find out, search yourself, ask yourself, meditate on letting go and forgiving the situation. Because that's what the cards are telling me to tell you. I know you did. I can tell from these cards that you did. You know, the Ace of Cups pops up with a career. It doesn't usually pop up. You know, typically it's this actual work card, the Eight of Pentacles, because that man is literally doing the same job that he's been doing. His family's been doing it for generations. He's just keeps on doing. He's perfected his craft. The Ace of Cups, like, I can tell that you put your heart and soul into this job from these cards. And you were completely taken advantage of. And you were completely lied to, and you were completely manipulated. You were used. Would it be possible? I mean, this is going to be kind of like, for the amount of education that you have, I feel like this question is not going to be a question that you really want to hear. But is it possible that maybe it would be a possibility for you to completely, like, change your career path? Like, I know that was not really a question you would want to ask, and it was even hard for me to get out, but I'm just trying to be I don't know if proactive is the word, but I'm just trying to think of solution minded. Is it a possibility that maybe you could transfer your skills and your degree into just some other section or some other department of healthcare, and maybe you could be doing something just kind of, or not even healthcare, like something completely different? Is that a possibility? Wheel of Fortune falls out when I say that. And then the same card on the bottom of the deck of this deck is the Eight of Pentacles. Well, the Wheel of Fortune fell out. And that is the Wheel of Fortune, you know? The word fortune is in it, you know? It's exciting. It's constantly turning. And it sounds like you are currently down right now, and you have been down as far as luck and as far as fortune goes, and it's constantly turning. So if you maybe take a shot at just trying to do something different, it looks like it has no other option other than to turn and for you to be back on top. I mean, in the cards, this is the same card in two different decks, but this is the one that finally has popped up upright. You know, what if you tried something completely different? I feel like I absolutely know wholeheartedly that you can do this, that you can do something different, because you've already accomplished so much. Of course you can do it. Of course you can. The cards did tell me that I think that the sonography and master's degree in sonography is kind of like trying to just make something happen that isn't supposed to happen. And you're going to wish that you hadn't chose that if you should choose that. And also, ultimately, it's your life, and you make your own decisions. I am not like up. I kind of do call myself a professional tarot reader, but I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me. And when it comes to these serious decisions as far as your career, just really think about it. I mean, I can tell you what the cards tell me. You're obviously a highly intelligent human being. So I think you can most definitely do something different if you put your mind to it, and if you thought about it enough. Like, I don't know, is it possible for you to create your own kind of center? Is it possible for you to create your own business and become your own boss instead of working for another company? Is that a possibility? Could you apply for grants and be given like funding so that you could start your own business? Well, that's what the cards told me to tell you. Okay, you did also ask, will you get a house from council soon? I just saw that. Is that the yes or no question? I think if I'm reading this correctly, it is. Will Merida get a house from council soon? Okay. Again, strength reversed. The same cards in two different decks are falling out. So also the Three of Pentacles was, when I was shuffling, I had two halves of the deck in my hands. And on the right-hand side is the Queen of Pentacles. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. But this is a woman. She's a boss. She has a lot of money. I really am kind of starting to like the Queen of Pentacles represents a business owner, a boss, She's got her own money. She makes her own money. She pays people to do work for her. She has employees underneath her. I mean, I don't ever want to tell people what I think is going to be bad news, because you're asking if you were going to get a house from council soon. And the cards tell me probably not. But then also, whenever I'm just now talking about you becoming your own boss and maybe starting your own business, have you looked into it? Is it possible for you to have your own practice? And then the Queen of Pentacles falls out. I mean, I kind of feel like that may be the way to go. And I completely understand that it could be a daunting thought, and an overwhelmingly daunting thought. But it's very much doable. And I think starting your own practice. I can't, as I have to look after your children. Okay, so the Ace of Swords fell out at first, and then it was the Judgment card reversed, and then it was the Page of Cups reversed. So I was like, why? What does this mean? What is this Ace of Swords? We've got the Judgment card reversed, which is that card that fell out previously, where I was like, I feel like this is a decision that you're going to make that you will regret in the future. So then I picked up my other deck, and on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. reversed. So that's above the Nine of Cups, you know, and the Nine of Cups is upright, which kind of represents your dream come true, a wish that is granted. And then there's this Page of Cups reversed, like it's not coming, like someone is not even going to apologize. Someone is not even going to apologize for your wish not coming true. They're like, someone is responsible for blocking it in some way, and there's no apology. Or maybe the universe just didn't let it happen, and there's still not going to be an apology for your wish not coming true. So then it still was even more confusing to me. So I picked up the other deck. And immediately I was like, what is this Ace of Swords? What is this card? Because this is such a powerful energy. This is absolute truth that comes like out of the sky. You know, it's absolute accurate truth. What is this? What is this for Merida? Okay. So pick up the other deck, start shuffling. In my mind, I was thinking, what is this Ace of Swords? And this falls out. These fall out. These two cards fall out. So the Knight of Cups and then the Four of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is this person who's on this horse, you know, incredibly charming. He's got his intentions, his focus set on somebody that he wants to know more. He wants to know better. Like he has like romantic feelings for someone, and he's wanting to offer this cup of love so that in hopes the person that he's offering it to will take it, will receive it, and want to go out and get to know him more. Okay? This is like, you know, equivalent to someone asking you on a date or buying you chocolates, asking you for something sweet. They want to know you more. There's affection involved in that, and romance. And then it's the Four of Swords. Okay. So that's resting. That's like a massive rest after a serious illness or a serious amount of stress, anxiety, a long battle. It's deep, needed rest and recuperation. And then this, the Emperor, is on the bottom of the deck. So pretty epic energy. Very epic energy. We've got the Ace of Swords and then the Emperor. Okay? Aries, Taurus energy. So my impression, again, I don't know your whole life story, but my impression is this Emperor is going to be coming into your life. And it really looks like he's going to show up, offer you a cup of love, want to take you on a date, and then you're going to be able to rest. Five of Pentacles reversed is behind him. Okay, so Five of Pentacles reversed is behind him. That means that getting out of a serious struggle, getting out of feeling like you are destitute. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is this is actually turning out really hopeful. That maybe it seems like the Emperor could be a boss, you know, so I don't want to say like only romantic, because he most definitely has the power to give someone a job. But it definitely does look like there is this Emperor type energy that is going to be coming into the future, and almost it's like making things okay for what you lost in the past. Okay. So that's the interesting thing about me sitting here on this side and not even being able to hear people is I don't know anybody else's life situation. I'm just telling you the feeling that I get and what the cards say. But in my opinion, I think that's very good. My feeling, that's very good. So, okay. You're welcome, Merida. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. I really do hope that things just start getting easier for you. You know, I really do. I feel like you've been struggling for quite some time, and that sucks. That really sucks. It's not fun. It's not easy. And then, you know, you said you have kids. That's a whole new level of, oh my goodness, Merida, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, but thank you. I just realized I can heart these. Thank you. Ah, it didn't give me the option to love this one, Baby Love Dragon. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think good things are coming. I really got the energy of relief whenever those cards fell out. So I'm hoping and I'm thinking that that's going to be the energy that you will be experiencing soon. Relief. Thank you so much, Merida. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's here. Does anybody else have a question? Am I missing anybody else's question? Like maybe you asked previously and isn't it, Baby Love Dragon? Good things will come for us all. Good things are coming to us all. Okay. If there is no other question, I think I might end the live. I'm going to go buy cat food now. I have never taken videos. Oh, you would, Devaya. Yes. I've never taken pictures or anything of my cats outside. I need to do that for y'all so you can see the outside cats. They're sweeties. They're sweeties. They have a good life too. So, is there anything? Should you move? Okay. Okay, Deborah, I will ask that for you as well. Devaya, did you have a specific question or a thing, or is it just general? I will definitely remember to do that. The outside cats, like I really do have to go get cat food, so they'll all come around whenever I come back and put more food out. And they have food right now, but I like to give them crunchies and I love to give them wet cat food. And they have a cat tree outside and they have a cat house. Me and my neighbor both, we take really good care of the cats outside. You have problems with your eyes? I mean, for some reason, I thought like when you said you have problems with your eyes, I thought like ophthalmologist at first. And then I started thinking, spiritually speaking, what would you say? Because what would you say about a problem with the eyes? And I would say maybe spiritually, you need to become more confident in your intuition, in your third eye for your vision. Jupiter Jazz. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Yes. Hi. Oh, cataracts. Okay. Cataracts. Okay. Well, do you want me to Do you want me to ask why it's happening or how it's going to turn out? Okay. What can we tell Devaya about her cataract situation and the spiritual aspect of it? I'm very good, Jupiter Jazz. I'm hoping that we're all good here. I think that we are. Okay. So Devaya. Six of Swords reversed. And then also the Five of Pentacles upright on the bottom of the deck. And right behind that actually is also the Five of Cups, 2 5s. So 5 in numerology is a number of like strife. It's also a number of grace. But a lot of times grace doesn't really come unless you... What's the accurate way I'm trying to say this? You get grace from dealing with your problems in a positive way. Also, in my opinion, a spiritual way, a godly way, a divine way. And it's interesting because this person is outside of, these two people are outside of a church. And he actually is, he's on crutches. He's got an injured foot, and they're outside of a church. And so this symbolizes everything that they need is literally on the other side of the door. They just have to ask for help. They have to go in and they have to say, I need help. Okay. So then also behind that, five of cups. There was a serious loss. Like 3 things were completely gone forever. There's 3 cups that are spilled out onto the ground. The liquid, the water, the whatever is in those cups, it's red. It's red. Well, actually, 2 of them are red and 1 is green. Possibly it could be like a death, a person who died. It's not going to come back. Possibly it could be tied to money, losing a source of an income. And also we have this 6 of Swords reversed. So that's not being able to sail home, not being able to go home, wishing that you could go back home, but not being able to. I shouldn't have read what you said. I'm in a foreign country, wondering if I should go back to Europe to deal with it. Okay. I kind of think possibly the star also, it fell out, which is Aquarius energy, and also inspiration, hope, guidance, shining. So we had the 5 of Cups previously where, liquid was being poured out onto the ground, and here she is pouring wisdom into a water while also pouring wisdom onto the ground. So equal parts, mind and heart, mind and soul, emotion, being nourished with wisdom. I feel like with the 6 of Cups, or not the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Swords reversed card, I don't think you actually have to go back to deal with it. unless you're just really wanting to go back to deal with it. And in that case, if you are wanting to go back to deal with it, I say do it because that's what you want. But also when I see the star, I think that you're going to be okay either way, because we've got two, one on land, one in the water, you know, and both end up being the star, the guiding light, the hope, the inspiration, the shining. But I do also think that possibly, if you want to know the spiritual aspect of it, maybe there's somebody who can help you, somebody in a church, maybe there's some kind of a charity, there's somebody who has the same beliefs as you, the same spiritual beliefs as you, that will be able to help you in this situation. Maybe, you know, Aquarius is really good at doing things on their own, so they have a really hard time asking for help a lot. You know, that's definitely an Aquarius trait. But maybe this is just telling you, ask for help. Hello, Rita. How are you? Let me see. Let me just ask that question. What action should Devaya take? Okay, well, I think most definitely, okay, first of all, it's Mercury retrograde. Remember that. Right now, it's Mercury retrograde. So 2 of Cups sideways, you know, that's when these two people meet together and they just have this amazing chemistry together, and they feel like they've known each other forever, and they want to just get to know each other. They don't want to stop talking. They don't want it to end. That could be friends. That could also be romantic. And then we also have the 3 of Cups reversed. So that's definitely like a group of people who love each other that kind of fell apart, that's not together anymore. There's also like just going by, this is a sideways card and this one is reversed. I would say for the time being, just right now, you know, don't think about leaving. There's some way where you are that you can find some kind of a solution to your problem where you are. And again, like I said, the 5 of Pentacles, they're outside of a church. Maybe you need to involve yourself in some kind of a church where you are. Or just some kind of a charity type group or a like-minded group. Mercury retrograde ends on August 11th. So oh, I love it that you're here, Rita. I really do. I do. I love it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say for right now. Nothing, no energy is forever. So, but for right now, sit tight, stay put. And possibly there seems to be a lot of loss that really, you know, that caused grief in your past that is still possibly causing you grief. So maybe it's also, maybe there's some kind of a, like a group counseling type session, or what is it called? Like a support group that you could find. You can totally ask a question, Jupiter. You can. I think that I think that Deborah had a question. Yes. Should she move on? So I'm going to answer Deborah's question, but then most definitely, you're welcome, Devaya. Then type in your question, Jupiter, and I will gladly ask. Oh man, tortillas sound so good. I'm pretty hungry. I'm definitely going to eat when I'm finished with this. Okay, so let's see here. Deborah, let's ask. Deborah wants to know if she should move on. Deborah wants to know, should she move on? Let's just... Okay. So, I was asking myself that whole time, should Deborah move on? 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 Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Hermit. I think that possibly the moving on question might be confusing the tarot cards, as it is a verb, but it's also a metaphor. So I think what the tarot cards are saying is, I feel like probably, I mean, my intuition when I first read that question was, yes, you should move on. But I think that maybe the tarot is thinking that I'm asking if you should actually like get up and like move into a different house or move into a different town. I don't know if you should maybe do that because it looks like you don't quite have the finances set just to completely support yourself entirely, to where you would feel safe being completely on your own. But then we also have the Hermit. And so I feel like there is, you maybe need to stay put at where you are, or really kind of learn take stock of the wisdom that you have acquired in this situation that you want to move on from. Like, realize it. Realize exactly what you've learned, how much you've grown, the wisdom that has come from this situation. Because I think that I feel like it's telling me to tell you that because you're not doing that. Because you're not believing in yourself. You're not realizing exactly how much you can actually do for yourself. So I feel like that's what you need to do. Okay. Well, I mean, it is Mercury retrograde, Jupiter, so it's definitely the season for people to reconnect. But let's see, Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz. You're welcome, Deborah. You're going to be okay, Deborah, and you're going to be successful. Believe in yourself. Okay, so Jupiter. Will this person that she is thinking about reach out? Will the person Jupiter Jazz is thinking about reach out? Yeah. 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 Whenever I was splitting the deck, I saw the Knight of Wands, and I also saw, I feel like it was the Four of Pentacles. Upright. Both were upright. So, you know, it was the Four of Pentacles, which is a foundation, fantastically strong number, is the number 4. And then the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, but it's also like, I kind of call it sometimes the booty call card, because it's like this really serious passion that just comes in like really strong, really fast, very like valiant. It's a lot of fiery, passionate sexual energy. It's exciting. What's interesting, whenever I did split the deck, I saw the 4, and there's the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and then the 4 of Wands, it fell out. So there's some kind of new, there's something to do with the house. Something to do with the house. Maybe you're going to reconnect with this person and, I don't know, eventually move in with them, for all I know. For all you know. But yeah, they will reach out. So. Okay. Okay. I am very hungry, so I think I'm gonna stop now because I really want to go eat. Now that Rita talked about tortillas, I'm like, that's all I can think about is food. I mean, sometimes Jupiter Jazz, I kind of think I am. I've just really gotten recently to where I really am trusting my very first thought on most anything. And I'm learning that I'm pretty accurate. It's pretty cool. Sometimes it's not cool because sometimes I know not good things, but thank you, baby love dragon. I'm going to have an amazing meal. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be amazing. I think I might have pasta. But I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, baby love dragon. Thank you, Jupiter Jazz. Thank you, Devaya. Thank you, Rita. You bring in the spice. I love it. Let's see who else is here. Merida, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your journey with us too. You know, and Callie, thank you everybody for being here. And Sunshine, and then Zhao also. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Zhao is still here, but thank you very much for coming here and for participating, supporting me, and interacting with us, bringing your energy here. It's awesome. And I love you all. I love you all very much. We're going to do a live again Wednesday. So again, I'll do it at like 3-ish, maybe 2:30-ish. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Wednesday for a live. And I'm going to record a video for you in between now and then. So there will be something uploaded also. And I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a good rest of your day.